皆さん、こんにちは。日本語はまだ勉強中ですが、日本語が大好きです。今日もよろしくお願いします。おい。ワクワク。Hope you all guys fine. I know. It's bad timing to be live streaming, but it's for the record, people, to say, oh, you haven't streamed all throughout all the year. Man, I've been streaming. I've been creating content for the rest of my life. Anyways, so today I found something cool on Pinterest by by 我はバカ。本当にバカです。Okay, it's by Vaxukun. Yes, it's a cool effect. You can see it throughout the screen. I need to do something first. I have the basic stuff for it. So, by the way, if it's playable, it would be nice for you guys to see it, okay? While I'm doing some cool stuff behind the scenes. Like preparing whatever image that we need. Okay, now there's some updates. Okay. Brush tool. So, yeah. Okay. Looks good. Looks fine to me. I am going to do save. Yes, all right. Good. Hope you all guys can hear me and you have fun, I guess. Oh, OBS is dropping some frames, but it doesn't matter, you know. I hope it's play correctly. Yes. So today we have this effect. This is a game effect actually, but I like it. And I said, why not to create it in Blender? Without booleans, by the way, without booleans. I have a cool trick in my, I'm too good at doing this. Not too good, I'm a bit good. I have used a cool trick. I'm going to show it to you right now. Let it just to finish. Okay. Also, I can put here, if I can, I will put this image. I will put this image right here. So this image is the mask that we're going to use to create this effect, okay? And bear with me, I know this live stream might be somewhat, like too slow for you and boring, but I'm showing some cool stuff right now. Some cool techniques if you're a beginner, if you are, if you want to learn without paying money to learn, use these live streams. And okay, I'm not used to use Affinity Paint, not sponsored, by the way. It's so bad software. It's bad software by all the means. It's so bad. It's so bad. I don't know how to fill an image. How the heck I can fill an image? Is it control backspace, shift backspace, alt backspace, control left click, whatever? Do I need a... Oh, man. Okay, yeah, control backspace. But you need a new layer. Give me a second, guys. I'm just preparing some images that we can use that I'm going to give you as well if you want to follow along. Let me just prepare. I should have prepared this. Okay, bad at drawing. But this is just a reference for my AI agent to provide me some images. Yes, I'm using AI. Okay. So outline ref. Please bear with me, guys. Please. AI, take this. Yeah. How things are doing or going for you guys? It's been a big holiday for a lot of you. I don't take holidays. My holidays are different. In February, yeah, that month month number 2, I will have a holiday, and it's the best time of the year. No one can complain. Good. So my agent gives me what I needed exactly. I like this piece of technology is really cool, but you need just to use it for the good stuff. Okay, so I'm done. Let me just name it for you. Outline, use me. This is for the future us watching. So by the way, I should have removed this. Yes, go to the affinity pane. Affinity pane, not paint. Affinity, you know, that piece of software. That useless piece of, oh my god. Like a drop in an image is... Okay. No, it works. I've downloaded GIMP, and GIMP also bad. I'm used to Photoshop. I know I shouldn't use Photoshop anytime soon. I mean by should, because I shouldn't use it because they're so bad. Unless they give me a lifetime, you know, license, I could have used it. Let me just delete this. And we need instead this boy. Blender by default, remove them. Okay, yeah, so if something is renamed, okay, so I have this. This is with outlines, and this is without outlines. Why I need this? You will see. We will create fake effects, you know. This is the good stuff that studios want. So let's do. Okay, let's start by analyzing what we have for this effect, okay? I hope the live stream is working fine. Everything's working fine. Thank you. So first thing first that we can see is, if I play this, refresh again. Oh my days. Okay. So as you can see, it's like a breathing, things like that. And that's all. That's all animating things. You don't need to animate anything else. But from what I can see, this is a Boolean, but not Boolean. There is a trick. There is a trick going on that we can also do in Unity, because this is done in Unity by oh my days, I forgot his name. Vaxukun. Okay. It's a cool trick that I'm going to show you. But first, let's do that. And it's going to be procedurally, by the way. Procedural stuff. First thing first, we need to create the geometry. There is an actual geometry, actually, that's creating that depth thing, we need to create it with geometry nodes. Yes, who doesn't like geometry nodes? And we need to use two planes, and the planes needs to be the same size. Okay, so let's do that. Let's tap to edit mode, right click, context menu, subdivide. And we need, oh, actually procedural. We're not going to subdivide here. Let's go to here, change it to geometry nodes editor, click new, and it's going to be mesh. Remove this, we don't need you. And we're going to create a grid. So by default grid is maybe smaller. Yeah, it's smaller. So let's do 2, okay? And for the resolution, we need a lot. A lot. Okay, that looks good. And we need our image. So let's go and get an image texture, pick this image without outlines, just the solid one, you know, you can see it already. And we need to remove some pixels or some faces based on this pixels. So keep in mind, okay, I need to teach you guys how these things works if you don't know how geometry nodes works. So for example, these are faces. So this is face number 1, 2, etc. And our image is the same, but they don't call it face, they call it pixel. Pixel, okay? So pixel number 1, pixel number 2, pixel number 3. And to delete what we want to delete, we need to match face number 1 with the pixel number 1. If there is a pixel 1 with face 1, delete them. If there is face number 2 and pixel number 2, delete them. If there is only, for example, face number 5 and there is no pixel over it, like there is 0, so 5 plus 0 is 5, so then don't delete it, leave it right there. If there is something plus something equals something else, then delete it, okay? That's what we are going to do, basically, that's all. We need our eraser, pew pew pew, and voila. I know this might be, okay. So we need to do a delete geometry, and we can do face, for example, and we're going to do this selection. Holy moly. And it is stretched. Now we're going to get the position because we don't have coordinates, fortunately. We have actually the UV map. Oh, yes, we have the UV map. What you're talking about. And we can add. Okay, that's good. Saving me a lot. And actually it's doing the inverse. We need it to not do that. We need it to do the other thing, okay? And it's stretched a little bit. I hope the stream is working because OBS keep just doing weird stuff again and again. Okay, so we need it to stretch and get smaller. We can actually just make the size bigger, but that will do something else, okay? But for now, okay, that's too pixelated. Let's do 300. Or maybe, oh, yeah, I don't have, okay, 300. Yeah, that looks good, looks fine. We're going to deal with these problems later, okay? So, we're going to add a vector math node. And let's set this to scale. And that will allow us to scale things, okay? And this should be clip, not repeat. If it repeats, it will do some weird stuff. The extent also, yeah. So clip, even though that there is some problems. So to get that away, we're going to get a color ramp and just flip it. We're going to get the inverse of what we want and just play with these sliders. This is better than using a map range if you're a beginner, you know, but map range gives you the flexibility. Okay, let's do map range. Map range is so powerful. You can just flip this 1, 0. If there is actually a 0. We can go beyond this, and whoa, voila, looks good. And we can do some cool stuff with this. Okay. Yeah, fine. So that's good. We need to, yeah, the threshold is good. It's better. Can we go like 500? Or even 500 is good. Let's do 1,000. 1,000 is good. Yeah, 500 maybe is the limit. Or yeah, let's do 800. Well, that doesn't change anything. But anyways, we're going to get there later. So we need to move this back to the world origin. Okay. To do so, but first let me just make it smaller and then add another vector math node that we can do add, and we can add whatever value. But first let's do multiply, because I want to multiply things. I want it to move, not move to scale, but let's do 1. Okay, so we're going to do like this. Let me just scale it down again and get it to do like this. Maybe the scale should be like this. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, this is within the bounds, I believe. Let me just merge them together. I can see nothing. Okay, good. How we can do, let's do transform geometry. We need to do, sorry guys, we need to do clarity and bump up everything. Who cares? Go now to the top view. Yeah, this is within the bounds. I can add an math node that I can move things with. Okay, so that looks good to me. I don't need to do anything else. So that's width. That's the effect actually. So we don't need to do anything else. So that looks good. Now remove this, remove this. We need only this, and voila, that looks good. That looks good to me. What's about you guys? Is it looking good? I hope it looks good. Oh, my live stream is working fine. Oh, okay, yeah, it's working. YouTube is happy. Now, what we're going to do is to do an extrude geometry, extrude mesh, okay? And we need to do individual. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do flip faces node, and that will extrude under, not above. And that's what we're looking for. We need to extrude downward. And the offset, it doesn't matter actually to me. If it looks good, then it looks nice. Good. What I'm going to do later, I'm going to do a set position node. And we're going to do position and try to smooth it out, or later, oh my days, I'm not good at talking. Or later we can use the smooth function, deform, smooth. Oh, these are new. No, not new. Okay, so maybe one of these two could work, but because we're doing proceduralism, we need to do that procedurally. So let's do a blur attribute, and we need to plug it to the position, and that creates some cool stuff. Oh wait. Let's do that before this stuff happens. Oh, yes. So that's better, actually. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's better. And after all, we can do normal, smooth by angle, plug it down, ignore all the sharpness, and voila, that looks good. And one issue is that the cavity create more of that issues. But anyways, that looks fine. We have smooth areas, everything's smooth, everything's looking good. Even though that you can play with the angle if you want more smoothing factors, but yeah, that looks good. Looks fine to me. Then what you're looking for. And because it's procedural, we're going to do a trick. We need to set position of this and eliminating the z-axis, because you can see this bot is playing with the position, but the position is kind of limited to x and y instead of the z. So it's not going to be by mistake going up and breaking the illusion. That would be no bueno. So we're going to do an object info node. Object info for whatever group input is plugged, whatever is object is plugged here, and use relative to get the current position of that. We're going to use the location and do a combine XYZ node and do a separate XYZ node and plug X and Y and exclude the Z and use that as an offset for all of these. Okay, because we have none as an object, we're going to add an empty. Let's go to the empties, add arrows like he's using. So we have these cool arrows. Their radius could be small because, yeah, whatever. And we can just play with them as we can see. Okay, you know, you get it. And let's plug this to wherever as input, and we can just move. Okay. Okay. So even though if I move it up, okay, you can see even though if I move it up, it's still limited to X and Y axes. So like you're doing G, Shift Z, and just doing like this, okay? And that's procedural. That means, yeah, that looks good. Okay, then what we are looking for, we're looking for another plane that will act as my ground, okay? And that's my ground. I'm going to scale it by 3. Okay, looks good, looks fine. And what I'm going to do, let's go to the material preview and let's do shader magic. Let's call it magic. Yeah, it's magic with a lowercase a instead of bigger case. Sup, man? What you're working on? I'm working on a game effect on Blender, showing how the process is done because I'm not on Unity right now. I don't have Unity on this computer. It's on my old computer, so I can't show the technique right there. So I'm using it on Blender, and it's similar to what we have in Unity. Yo, what you doing? I just explained it right now. So we're creating this effect. So as you can see, this is a cool effect, that ground breaking thing, and it's breathing. And even though that the player or the mod is playing with the position, that doesn't break the illusion. And this is not a boolean, this is a shader trick. This is done in the shader graph by Vaxukun, who's a Unity artist. It's a cool one. I will link his reference in the description if you want to check it out later. So now we're going to create the magic so we can see this, okay? Because right now we can see it is under there. So, oh, sorry, I created a geometry node setup by mistake. Let's delete that. I'm going to need a shader. Let's create new, call it magic. And this magic shader node, by the way, go to the options and make sure you have blended. Sometimes the blended option gives some errors where you have a bunch of transparency objects at the same place, or Z fighting, what they call things like that. So you should use then deterred. But deterred is so noisy, I don't like it. So blended is my cool one. Oh, that's cool. Thanks. I can't pronounce this name. It's hard for me. But anyways, now we need to do the trick to reveal this boy. And remember, we have the image that we've used to create this object. Let's use it. Let's plug an image texture. Look for the image texture and load the image. Use me, please. I will leave everything. By the way, I'm going to leave everything in the description, all these images and references and the link for the references. And when I'm done, I'm going to leave the project file on Patreon because it's limited for Patreon, unfortunately. And if you are already at Patreon, you can just get it, download it, and see it yourself. But if you want to create stuff with me, just follow along. It's super easy. I'm just making it super duper easy. So right now, we need UV map. So let's look for coordinate and texture coordinate. And let's use the UV map. Okay. If we use the UV map, what we're going to see is the same issue that we have faced with geometry nodes. So we need to play with the position. You've got me thinking, how I'm going to do that? You see, you have the object coordinate. It's better by repeating. Let's do clip. Good. Now, what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to select the empty so I can control the placement of this object or of this texture. So let's select the empty. And now it's mapped to the position of the empty. And still, it's kind of shifted a little bit. So we need to add some things to the position of the empty. And we're going to use a vector mat node. Vector mat. Okay. If you add it, that will add something. That will add more vectors, vector data, over the vector data that we currently have. So I can play with the position without changing actually some. I could actually use the empty to scale things and rotate, but I don't want that. That will affect kind of something slightly in this geometry with the geometry node setup. So be careful when you use empties for this kind of stuff. So I'm going to use this to snap the image on top of this image. So I'm just going to use, maybe it's 0.5, I don't know. Let's do 0.5. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, that looks good. But now it's a matter of playing with the scale and also playing with the size. For that, let's go back to the geometry nodes editor. I need to take some notes. So let's go to the geometry nodes. And I'm going to take a note of the add and the multiply. The scale and the multiply. Maybe that's going to be useful for me. So let's create a new window. Let's change it to text editor. And we're going to copy some values. So let's copy this value and let's name it multi. Okay. And then this thing. Control C, hover over it, Control C, Control V, space, and that's all one. And then scale, Control C, Control V. Now let's go back to the shader editor and we're going to play with the scale. For playing with the scale, we're going to multiply the coordinate, the current coordinate with some values. Okay, if we do whatever value, not add, multiply, and you should be at 1 at first, so you're doing nothing. So multiply some whatever, let's say multiply 5 by 1, it's equal to 5. 6 by 1, 6, like that. But if do 6 by 1.123, something like this, it's going to do something, okay? So we're going to do whatever this value is, and we're going to say 1. Oh, sorry, 0. Okay, sorry, so 0, 0, 0. It's the opposite. Okay, that's correct. And now we're just going to do scale. Let's get the scale. Right now it's really hard to do in this place. Okay, that's correct. Just, well, it's there. I could have actually do it after. Oh yes, that's better. And after all of that, oh, actually I can do it here also. Yeah, wherever. You can plug it wherever you want. The scale node. It's just going to scale the coordinates. Who cares? Can you explain what the texture coordinate does? I'm new to the shader editor, sorta. So the texture coordinate gives you whatever coordinate that you're looking for. Because the 3D mesh, like for example, this 3D mesh has vertices, edges, and faces. And on these elements or domains, there is some data is being stored at them. For example, the normals. The normals are assigned to whatever face. So each face, if we go to matcap, for example, and get this matcap, that will visualize how the normals looks like. So wherever you see blue most, that is that the face is facing on the z-axis. It could be negative z, it could be positive z, okay? And if you can see some green stuff, okay, like if I face like this way sometimes, yeah, you can see. So these faces facing the y, okay? And if I look at this area, kinda, you can see some sort of red, kind of, and these are facing the x direction. So that's what the normal is. And for the UV map is like taking this 3D object and just drawing it on a flat surface, okay? Like if I say, this is not unwrapped. For example, if I take the monkey, okay? If I take the monkey, you can see this is a 3D object made of faces, vertices, etc. But if I see its UV map, this is how it looks like. It's just flat thing. I could have done something like this, like if I go to geometry nodes and open up the magic, not magic. Oh, sorry, UV map. Sorry, give me. Yeah, magic. So, man, I need to show you this. I hope it's gonna work, by the way. So, if I do, there is split faces, split edges, split something. Okay, let's do a split edges, and then use the named attribute. This is just to showcase how the thing's gonna work. And if we just use the UV map of this, and then set position. I'm not too good at this, but it should work. Okay, so if I take the position and add these together, or multiply actually, or scale, oh yeah, it could be scale, wherever. This could be this, and also, oh sorry, this. So let's add these together. My days, yeah, that works. Okay, so yeah, you can see, I don't know, but the the monkey needs to be bigger. So this is the 3D monkey, and we need to flatten it so it's on a flat surface. That's how the UV map works. So if I just do that, it's going to transform into this. So like the shape is kind of deforming. That's how the UV map. So based on the UV map, if I change, for example, let's do 0 here. If I change something on the UV map, let's go to the UV editor of this. Let's go to edit mode. If I change something, look at this vertex. If I change it, you can see it updates in real time right there. And yeah, you can make things bigger, smaller. You can see where is the ears. This is the ear. I can make it small, etc. And you can change whatever things is there. I don't know, but bad at explaining things, but hope you get it. And the other ones are so similar. And the UV map is stored at the face corners. Okay. Let's get back our reference image. Yeah, that looks good. And again, let's go back to material preview. Now it's a matter of placing this over this. So let's get 0. Let's do 0.4, 0.5, 0.1, 0.2. Now we need to guess where things are. That's a bummer, but let's do an emission. Let's do a transparency so we can see that better. And plug this down. And now we should be able to just move these things to match up. Or yes, to 8. Well, that's matching pretty well if I would say so. Yeah, that looks good to me. It's believable enough. And I'm just going to reverse this. Okay. So it's looking good. I could have made the geometry here smaller. Yeah. Could have been smaller. So let's go to geometry nodes and do scale element. I didn't want to play with this more, but let's do scale element before all of these. Good. Now also we need to, oh my. So we need to stretch and whatever. Maybe scale it outside, not inside. Okay, yeah, that looks good. And then do transform geometry. Oh, that's going to be so bad. We're going to fix that thing later. Oh, I deleted the wrong node. Whatever. We're just going to leave it down for now. And we could actually scale this down. Oh, sorry. What the? The plane is right there. But anyways, that looks believable to me. And if we make this just dark enough a little bit, so it's going to be more believable, you know, like no one will notice, you know, basically. It's all there. Yeah, it works then. What's the wrong with it? You can actually do all sort of stuff like this to fix it. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that looks good. Just play with the color ramp. Then, so we're halfway done actually. So this is transparent, this is emission, and this sets as a factor. And just play with all of these vectors to, you know, do that. Now Now. I want to do something. I want to do like, let's do an RGB and do a mixed color node. And we need to do add, I don't know. Thanks for explaining. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Okay, now we're going to use, boy, we need to use the same setup, but with a different image. With the outline, use me. Okay, we're going to use this as a factor and use it for the emission. And voila. Maybe that's too much. That's too much. That's too much. That's too much. Okay. Again, we need to match all of these things. I don't know where this thing is. I need my agent to do actually, there is another image that I can use. And the image, while the agent is doing whatever, this is black hole, use me. Okay, let me just drop it. Actually, there is this one also, which can act as a similar thing. So we have this one. Oh my days, should be clip. Okay, so there is this one and there is this one. Basically, if I do this, subtract this from this, could work. We have subtract, but subtract it's not gonna work the way I want it. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Let's do multiply. But are they in the same place first? Yeah, that's a question. Let's see the AI agent. Did he does anything good? Well, it seems to be the same thing. Well, I'm going to do a little trick. We're going to see if we can get this one. Okay, this image should be black, like this. Yep. And then use the other one and multiply that one from the other one, and it should be the inverse. Yeah, whatever. We're going to do that. Nothing is gonna happen actually, but you need to do this from this. Voila, that looks good. You can just adjust this slider and you can get a fake outline. Yes, that's what I'm looking for actually. And we can use this as a factor. So that's better than the outline that the agent gives me. He's too bad at doing this, but you know, needs a lot of prompting. That will add this outline that I can control, by the way, with whatever color I can take. And actually I can use another emission and use another color. The color is gonna be, oh yeah, delete it. Whatever. Let's do this mix between this and now we're talking. Well, mix between this and whatever color is and make it strong. So the color A could be actually black, So this is going to be strong. Yeah, later we're going to add the emission, or not, sorry, not the emission, the bloom. So we can add it right now if we like. Oh, wait, we can add this as the factor and use this as this. You don't need to use black at all. Now let's add the bloom. Holy, looks good, looks good. So that's how they do stuff like that. I used to think it was a 2D image stabbed on a plane. Well, this is a 3D effect. There is, yeah, sometimes they use parallax mapping, which is so cool. I have a node group for that parallax mapping thing, but it's too complex actually. It's really complex. So yeah, it's not beginner friendly. And I saw Vaxukun using 3D geometry, which is like this one, and it was looking good. Yeah, so yeah, why not do it? And you will see how magical it is when doing the movement. Okay, but now let's get the reference. Yeah, the colors, maybe if I just, oh, I thought that green. Holy moly, I don't see nothing. I see no colors. This is green. Wow, boys, I gotta say. But anyways, that looks like some bevel. Yeah, that looks good. Believable enough. And yeah, that looks good. And I need to put some materials for this guy. So let's go to the geometry nodes editor. And right in here, let's do a set material. And let's get the default material and play with the default material. Okay, it's called material for now. It should be ground down. Okay, whatever. And it's in a gradient, basically. So it's too easy to get actually if you want. You can just get geometry and take the position, separate XYZ, and you can take this Z. Why it's not working? Maybe let's turn off this plane. What? Yeah, it should be Z. Let's add. Yep, it works, yeah. So anyways, just add the add matte node. You can do greater than actually if you want to get fancy, because this part here is too bright than the others. And actually you should subtract 1 from this to flip the colors. We wanted to just take the bottom, not the very, but you know, yeah, just this value. It could be like 0.2, oh sorry, 0.5, not too much, 4, 3, so 3, 5, 3, 8 maybe, 3, 6, 3, 5, 3, 3, 3, 4, yeah, 3, 4 is the least, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 8, oh yeah, you could be precise about that, whatever numbers, it's gonna be easier. So yep, that's good. And we can take another one with the inverted stuff, and that's going to be smooth, so smooth. Okay, like this. And that will take 2 emissions. Yep, it's going to take 2 emissions One emission is dark green, and the other emission is going to be lighter green. Okay, and that's going to be this one here. So we're getting something like this, and another mix to another emission, and use this as the factor, and use this as this, and that as that, and voila. And you've got for yourself a hell nah. Holy. Maybe it needs to be more saturated, more cooler, and you can use not AGX for the color management, use standard. Standard is cool. And look at that. We've got for ourselves okay, where are you? Make this darker a little bit, not too much. The bevel is too bright. Make it darker, please, 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 please. It's on me, please. Okay, so you can see from far away who's gonna, you know, like say, oh, that's good, that's better, you know, things like that. That looks good to me. The other plane, where is the other? Yeah, this is the ground, underground, and this is going to be ground, and I should save that on my blenders, and this is going to be ground game VFX. I should, yep, and should be actually, yeah, who cares. Yeah, now what I'm going to do, isn't this enough? Well, it's good to me, at least. It looks good, then it looks good. It looks fine. I can make this brighter if I want it. I can make this, ooh, that looks better. Oh, nice. I like it. Lighter green. I don't know colors. I'm bad at taking colors, but that's why I use the eyedropper tool to pick whatever color I wanted. So now we need to animate this to breathe. I don't know how to do that. But anyways, we're going to use a value node. We're going to do, you know, hashtag frame to get the current frame, hashtag frame. And we can divide it by whatever value, 10. You can actually do that here, divide by something, but I wanted to change this on the fly. And while the time is moving, it's going to do something. Are you moving? Yeah. So as you can see, at frame 0, it's 0, and it's going to light up. But I want it to wrap. So let's do wrap. Please, where is wrap? Wrap or snap, whatever. So max value is going to be, what is the max value? The max value is going to be 3. The min value is, you know, yeah, 0.5 is going to be good. But it's not smoother. Okay, that's wrap. Snap. Ping pong. Oh, ping pong also is going to work. Yeah, ping pong is looking good. Yeah, ping pong is going to work. Holy. We're done. Save. Looking good. Who cares? If it looks good, then don't touch it. I don't know how to do that. Well, it's too complex. To know how to do that, you need to learn these math nodes. And they are a pain to learn. And I don't learn them actually. I just know that Ping pong, repeat stuff. Snap, it snaps. Wrap, it wraps. Floor modulo, translated modulo. I don't know what this stuff does, but it works for me, so it works. Then, yeah, don't explain it. Fraction, it repeats. It's like, oh, it's like ping pong, but fraction is a lot sharper and it is like snapping too quickly. Ping pong is having fun. It's like yeah, it's smooth. That's how I can say it. Maybe later I'm going to explain this stuff in a better version, but you know. Now, let's select the empty, the main person for this show. Now, if I move this, where is the empty? Oh, yes. So if I move the empty, look at that. Even though I move up, okay, you don't see that. Even though I move up, all of these people are going to play. Yay. Oh, yay. Look good. Looks good. So this is cool. Looks fine. Looks fire, actually, not fine. Oh, for colors, it could be like a lava. Could be lava thing. So let's go here and change the hue for all of these people. Let's do hue saturation value. For you, oh, we need the RGB of these. And take this, take this, take this. And take this, take this, take this. Oh, not you. Please, thank you so much. Use you, you, and you to you. And with a single value node, I can change the hue of this, of this, of this, and be whatever color. Yay, good. That looks good. That looks on fire. I can change this to be whatever color I wanted. Fiery lava thing could be whatever. Could be wherever. Holy, ooh. Ooh. Some colors are crazy. If you color sensitive like what I have here, it is holy moly. Now let's go back to the original. Yeah, 0. Should be 0. Let's put 0. How the heck? 1? Is it 1? Is it by default 1? Oh, it's 0.5. Yeah. It shouldn't be 0.5. Okay, anyways, we're going to do the old trick of deleting these. Okay, now we're back to what we had before. No, no, no. You said that. What I have said? I don't know. So I hope you guys learned something new. I will leave all the informations that you might need in the description. And also on my Patreon, if you want the project file, play with it, have fun with it, okay? That's a good way actually to support the channel, support me financially. Yeah. But if I had more support, you know, like that, I could have uploaded everything for free, but for the sake of needing, I need to give some access to people that support the channel a lot. They're the main support for me. Yeah, so thank you so much. Thank you so much. I have no word. If there is a better word than thank you, I will say it right now, but there is no better word. Yeah, so thank you so much, and I hope I can provide more content for you guys, provide more hopeful stuff. And yeah, I don't know, my time is limited. I I hope I can fix some stuff this year. But anyways, 皆さん、ありがとうございます。And さようならの、また明日。また明日ね。